This is Jeff Adair. You're watching Classified with Mo.
I'm not what the fuck. My grind will never stop. 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 My grind.
We here with Jeff Adair, one of the best directors in Dallas. I know when I hear music videos especially, you know, that's the name that I hear. That's who people want to do their videos. That's who's making the best videos. So for those who don't know, can you introduce yourself, please?
What's going on? My name is Jeff Adair. I'm a music video director based out of Dallas, Texas. I do travel, but get most of my work here in the state of Texas.
Okay. So with you saying that, how do you feel about making it happen wherever you are? You know, Dallas not being a big film city, not being a big music city, major city for anything entertainment. So how would you say it is making your own success wherever you are?
It's definitely about just going out and getting it, you know, having the vision and just attacking it and like never getting discouraged, because there's always going to be, you know, discouragement along the way. I say give you 3 years. A lot of times people will kind of fall off because they don't have instant results, and this society will kind of like get you thinking, hey, this should be quick, but it's really not. It's a long journey. I'm from the country, so I'm actually 2 hours from Dallas growing up, and I moved to Dallas, and moving from that city to Dallas, I just saw a lot of potential, and it just, even though it's not a huge film circuit here, it was bigger than where I was from.
Exactly.
So I jumped in head first and really just started making my own moves, and it made people mess with you. Like a lot of times people look outside looking in, like I want to do this or I want to be that. People are never going to give you the chance. Most of the time you have to like make it. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much what I did after AI.
And so with you saying 3 years, would you say it took you like that third year? Is that when you say people started to notice you, or what was the point you was like, people noticing me now?
Well, if we took it back from like when it started, I mean, I picked the camera up when I was like 15, and I was like in no rush to do anything with it, right? I was just like doing whatever I wanted to do, skate videos, you know, filming pranks, you know, with friends, and it was like when I was like 21 where I finally like put together footage and like edited, because I didn't get like my own computer until I was like 20, you know what I mean? So like I didn't even care about computers. I was skateboarding, I was hanging with my friends, didn't care about that stuff. So I finally got my own computer, started piecing all the footage together. And from that made my like first skate video, and the excitement from that project made me go to school for it. So I would say once I went to school and graduated from school, I think that was like the launching point for me to go professionally with it. You know what I mean? So it took, I guess the long story short was it took longer than 3 years. I mean, it probably maybe took from 15 to 21 for me to really kind of say, hey, I'm gonna go to school for this.
Right.
You know what I mean? But like I said, there was no rush at the beginning. It wasn't like, hey, I'm gonna pick the camera up, let's see how fast I can make this professional. I was just like, hey.
You had time to learn it.
I had time to learn it.
Yeah, and on your own time, not forced to learn it. Right. Okay, so with school, you know, it's a big debate. Should I go to school? Should I not go to school? Should I just jump into the field? What's your opinion on that? And, you know.
Man, you know, at first I was pro school hardcore. I feel like, I still feel like you can definitely get a lot of stuff from school that you can't from just being kind of around and kind of checking stuff out, because sometimes people aren't going to tell you everything. You're going to have to just kind of figure it out and look and think while they're doing certain things. Whereas school, you know, they're like, hey, this is why to do it. This is the science behind it. So I like that, but once I got out of school and I started having a lot of people hit me up about like internship and you know, hey, let me come work on set for free in trade for knowledge. I was like, man, that is a good way. You know, that's definitely good, because I didn't do that route, and it took me a little longer. You know what I mean? But at the same time, like I said, the school thing is good, because they're gonna break it down, and you're gonna have, you know, projects where you get to hone your craft, you get better at it through trial and error. So if I could talk to myself as a 21-year-old about to go, I would probably tell them to stick with it and go to the art institute.
Go to the art institute.
That's
where you graduated from? Okay, art institute of Dallas? Okay, and is that what made you even come to Dallas school?
Yes.
Okay, all right, and you're a freelancer?
Yes.
So what's the biggest struggle with that, you know, not having a company that you're working for, backing you, you know, supporting you behind you?
Well, I like that struggle, man. I've always been kind of like a hustler myself, you know, and just going out and getting it, and it fits that lifestyle perfectly. Okay. I'm the kind of guy, if I go to work every day and wait for someone to tell me something, like I'm gonna be going crazy. Right. You know what I mean? So I thrive in this, and to do it, you definitely have to be a hustler. You can't wait for anything. You got to be making calls every day. You got to be, you know, contacting people that maybe you haven't seen in a while, and getting them to get them talking about their project and see how you can help them visually. You know, you got to be a sales guy.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, I'm always always trying to make something happen.
Right, and I guess like you said, being a salesperson, are you, within those 3 years, were you putting yourself out there like that, or
No.
how did your come up?
And check this out. All right, so I graduated AI, and I have one music video that I did for free for a guy that I waited tables with.
Okay.
He was an artist. I went and did his first video, did it for free. That video got me my first paid gig. It got me a $500 video.
Okay.
But at the end of when I was in the same time of doing that video, I was looking at the Dallas hip hop market, seeing who was out. I was on MassSpace. Okay. I hit up everybody. No one hit me back. I'm talking about, hey, just graduated AI, look at my reel,
Right.
look at my first music video I did. No one hit me back.
Right.
I swear some of the same people I remember hitting up are hitting me up
You
these
up now.
days. So it's like, from early on, I try to attack it aggressively, but it's almost like you gotta build some sort of name
Right,
before
right.
people start working
Prove
with you.
yourself
You gotta
first.
prove yourself.
Right.
So, I mean, I attacked it very aggressively, but it was the work that really got me out there. Because like I said, I was on MySpace thinking, hey, this reel can get me looks.
Right.
You know, this reel for sure can get me some work. Hey, what's up? I just graduated. Nothing. It took me doing that first video for free. That first video for free got me my next video, which featured BHAM, which had introduced me to BHAM's manager. That got me a bigger video for BHAM solo. That got me a Young Black video. I mean, it just kept going. You know, I got introduced to a lot of different people that were doing stuff in the city early on, and they were like, damn, this dude knows what he's doing. He's on set. They're on set with me. They're seeing we're working with real lights, working with crew, just doing real stuff, and they're like, damn, we want to be involved with this guy. So my work early on, my grind early on, just helped me exponentially, just like snowball down the hill, just bigger and bigger and faster and faster.
Definitely. Up the hill. not
Up the
down
hill, yeah, no downhill.
But okay, so with that, how is your day-to-day life when you wake up? What's your creative process now? You know, how do you go about what's your day to life since you wake up?
I definitely wake up every morning early because of the kids. I got 2 kids, so they're a natural alarm clock. About 7 o'clock we get up, get some coffee going, look at the dry erase whiteboard, and start kind of seeing my daily priority list. You know, because you can't take a day off. You really can't. You got calls, you got emails, you got edits, you got meetings.
And how is your wife with this, you know, with you being an artist, not having a normal 9-to-5 or a normal job? How does she adapt to that?
Man, she's a big help. She helps me with a lot of the process, you know,
Okay.
helps me stay in contact, helps me maybe write treatments and stuff like that. You know, I'll be like, she's a very creative person, so she can take like a conversation we have and articulate that into a formal treatment for the artist.
Right, right.
So she does a lot of help with the pre-production. Yeah, she keeps me grounded too.
Definitely. So what makes you have a unique style?
I think what makes my style unique is my willing to get every artist and every project excited. Like, I don't look at every project comes in, I'm just like, just another video. No, every project comes in, I gotta get them excited about it. And through that process, it's gonna get me, my ideas flowing, it's gonna get their ideas flowing. We're gonna collab on some cool stuff, and we're trying to create something very meaningful and something that's gonna be impactful to the viewer. Like, we want you to watch it and then want to watch it again. So I guess it comes from being aggressive with wanting to impress.
Right.
Like, we want to do dope stuff and we want to do dope ideas. So I feel like our style is trying to be different, trying to attack the weird, you know, maybe, and just keep it fresh every time.
All right, so what would you say the key to getting them excited is?
I feel like getting them excited would be, you know, first off, you know, listen to their music, understand the music, finding something visually that still relates with it, where they're like, you know, they see that you get it,
Definitely.
but you got to still come with something just dope. And I feel like I can usually gauge the way the artist is thinking based on a few questions, like, hey, what kind of visuals do you like? What kind of movies do you like? And then from their answers, try to come up with something that kind of caters to that.
Definitely. Okay. Let's see. If you had more time to do anything, you know, with your schedule, not necessarily set, it's kind of hectic, but if you say you had more time to do anything in life, like more time going to the movies, more time spending with your family, what would it be?
You know, you just said it right there. I think definitely, you know, spending more time with the family. I'm gonna keep growing them up around the sets. I want my boys to be camera goes. I want my little Jeff to be my camera guy.
Right,
you know what I mean?
right.
So I definitely want to build them up with the business. But you know, going to movies, I think that's awesome. Other than that, man, I live and breathe this, so I really don't want to do anything else. I think building sets is fun to me.
Okay, that's good. Now, like you said, you want your little son to be your camera guy. What would you say is key in choosing the people that you want to work with, you know, that you want to be a part of your team? Because, you know, that's kind of a dangerous arena to choose people that you don't trust, choose people, you know, you never know.
Well, I'd like to say that just being out and about and being kind of a hustler and always being kind of out and about, I have some sort of a sense of gauging people's intentions and what they're trying to do, you know. So I feel like choosing the right people is definitely a make or break to your team, you know. So I try to find people that have the same goals and the same like drive as me, you know. Someone that's not necessarily like just to come in and get out, like someone that can like put in the long hours with me and you know, just kind of
not complain about it.
Exactly, and help build, you know, Dream Work Conquer, because at the end of the day, that's really what I'm trying to build here in Dallas is become the go-to video production company. Like every time we do a video, I want to do a screening at the studio. I want to invite people in. I want to meet their friends. You know, I mean, I want to be the go-to video production place here in Dallas. I think by doing that, and the only way to do that is become just a really dope, fun team to be around.
So have you had any problems with that so far, like having fired or, you know, friends, you know, wanting to take advantage?
Man, I definitely have, you know, a couple people come in and, you know, go hard for a second and just burn out and do their own thing, trying to, you know, take what they got to do their own thing, which is fine. I mean, that's in every business, every industry.
Right.
But I believe in the energy of the world. What you put in, you get back. So, I mean, I'm not worried about it.
Right. The good will come back to you. Dream, Work, Conquer. Could you explain that? You know, what was your imagination or your inspiration behind that concept?
So I was at school and they told me not to have my name as my company because I was like Jeff Adair Productions.
Right.
And they're like, you know, don't, and then also don't have a company because you're trying to get a job. So if you have like your own little company and you get out, who's going to hire you because they think you have a job? Right. So I was like, well, I still need a motto. So I always put Dream or Conquer by my name during school. So I got out of school and I got like right out of school I got a job, my first legit corporate video job, and I was there for like a year and a half. And my boss was kind of like a mentor to me on a leadership thinking level. You know what I mean? I know I didn't want to like work there forever, but I liked his passion about leadership and like storytelling and stuff like that. So once I found out I was gonna quit there and do this full time, I started thinking, okay, I'm gonna just take this Dream or Conquer, and that's gonna be my company name. Right. Every time everyone saw it by my name or I brought it up, they're like, that's cool, you know, and it's self-explanatory. Dream, gotta have a dream. Right. If you look at the logo, work is bigger right now because we're still in a growing phase for the company. So we're working really hard. We're putting more work in right now. You know what I mean? And then Conquer is conquering it. So I quit. I put my 2 weeks in. Started doing that in 2009. And it's.
What made you know, like, I'm about to quit? Like, it's time for me to do my own thing.
I always wanted to be my own boss. There's something about not having to be somewhere. You know what I mean? Like,
but was it like a money situation where like I got enough money to do this on my own now? I got enough.
Yeah, actually, you know what happened was before I got that corporate job, I was working at a wedding video place, and I met this guy named Dave, and he was my boss at that wedding company. Dave is about, you know, maybe 15, 20 years older than me. He's been in the business a while, and when we all that company dissolved, and once that company dissolved, he went and did his own thing. What his own thing was buying a studio in downtown, and him and two other filmmakers started living out of it. And they're a little older than I, and they wanted some young energy, and they kind of liked what I was doing. So they invited me to come live at the studio with them. So there's like four guys in this big studio where the rent's low. We have a seamless psych at our disposal to do whatever. So basically, my rent's so low I could quit my job.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I mean, I feel like any entrepreneur, you have to live savage for a little while, and that was kind of like my savage days. Like, you know, working until 5 in the morning, falling asleep on the couch, then waking me up at 10, saying, "Hey, get up, You know, we got clients coming over.
Right.
You know, so I mean, I just got introduced to that everyday, all day studio lifestyle, and then from there, you know, I went and did. I got my own studio in 2013 in the Design District. I did that for about 15 months before I went ahead and chose to try to do something else, which was let that go back, and I'm building up to get another studio right now with maybe 3 or 4 other people.
Okay, all right. I guess, what's your favorite type of artist to work with? You know, what makes a good artist to work with?
I think someone that matches my my passion and my energy is definitely someone fun to work with. You know, I'm cool with working with all sorts of people. I've worked with everyone, I would imagine, as far as personality-wise. And I think my favorite is someone that like me a little bit. I like to you know, throw something, and I like to see it come back rather than nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but you know, there's nothing wrong with the people that are a little more reserved.
Or let you do your own thing,
Mhm.
like, I'm trusting it, putting it in your hands.
Exactly. All right, so an artist to me is someone that really falls in love with an idea and just does it for the sake of their art, you know. Not really worrying about what people think about it or how it's going to make them look. I think really just attacking an idea like that is what makes someone an artist.